YouTube, what's up? This is the Big Face Trucker coming at you. And since I'm out here, I'm parked at one of my favorite spots. This is Walmart. There's probably 5 or 6 or more trucks over there, so they're all sleeping. Now you see this line right here? That's this light. So I figure I keep the light on. What y'all think? Turn it off, keep it on. But look, this video is on something that I didn't see what's going on out here, and that I'm seeing these loads, right? I got a load out of Atlanta for over $3, but the guy didn't want to give it to me over $3, but somehow he offered me 18. All right. And somehow I got 25 out of him. All right. I caught another load from that load. All right. And I got that load for $2.60 something a mile. All right. So I got to the next spot, and I was looking at this load, right? I called the broker up. I said, hey, I see this load coming out of here, going down to Ohio, blah, blah, blah. It's, it was like 200 something miles, 69 miles, somewhere around there. And the guy was, he ran his little line, and then he goes, I could do 600 on it. I said, 600? I said, nah, I was thinking 8. He says, nah, man, I can't do 8. 8 is all I got in it. That's all I got in it. That's their favorite line. That's all they got in it. So he came back. He took my information, right? Because he asked for my information before I hung up. Because what I said, look, well, if I need the load, I'll give you a call back. And then, I'll take the load. So I needed a load for Friday. I definitely need a load for Friday. All right. And no, I needed a load for Saturday today. Well, Saturday. I talked to him on Friday evening. So I called him Saturday morning. I was in the midst of getting unloaded, and he called me back. And at the same time, when he called me back, I was looking at the load board. Now the same load changed to $1,000. All right, going 269 miles. And before I even mentioned it, he called me, and at the same time, it was like, wow, maybe he's calling me back to offer me the $1,000. Nah, this guy called me back, and he was like, yo, I'm really stuck on 700. And then until I mentioned it, I said, look, man, I see you on JB Hunch 360 that the same load is $1,000. All right. He said, yeah. We just put that out there. I said, okay, I'll take the load. So from $600 to $1,000 is a big jump. From 18 to 2,500 is a big jump. All right. So my thing is, this is my opinion, and it's my opinion. I think the brokers are so loyal, right, that they are running with this low rate because we got drivers out there that don't have a clue of what they are picking up and how much it should be. So when I look on JB Hunt 360, I look on Uber, I look on the DAT, and I see this low run, this $1.14, this $1.60 shit, and the loads are gone. Somebody's picking these loads, all right, and it's got to stop. So when you talk about you running a long haul run and everything, and you doing it for $1.60, when you going, you know what I'm saying, you pick it up in a good spot and you going to a bad spot. All right? That shit got to stop. So, these drivers out here that's actually running for the game because, oh, rates ain't going to never change. You know why rates ain't going to change? Because they see that drivers out here are taking the cheap freight. All right? They're taking the freight and they're probably paying their bills with it or whatever, but it should be more. It's messing up the game for a lot of other drivers, but we're not unified like the brokers. The brokers are unified. So when you got a mega carrier broker, you know, and they all get together and say, hey, we're going to run it like this, everybody else follow. And that's how we make money. And that's how they're making the money. They're holding out. And the only thing I say, I could see if I wake up in the morning when I was in Atlanta, right? I wake up in the morning and I was seeing freight cheap, and I was seeing freight like 170 loads after 8 o'clock. You know, now I look at loads in Atlanta and I'm seeing over 200 to 300 loads coming out. So the freight is there. The freight is there. I think these brokers is just riding this wave, and they all together. And the only way it's going to be beaten if we start saying no to the low rate, to the low rate. These guys is running it. They could get more money, but they got to say no. All right. And from my stories that I gave you when I left out of Atlanta and came all the way up here, every one of those brokers had extra money to pay me to do the load. It's not that I'm good at negotiating or whatever. I catch a broker, a starving broker, and I do things that drivers don't do. No driver likes to come to New York or drive up in Pennsylvania when it's winter. All right? They think it ice, they think it snow, they think it rain. And when I left out of Atlanta, it was raining, and it rained for like 2 days. All right? And the damn weatherman was saying, oh, this cold front is coming through, this, that, and that. So it scared a lot of people. You can't go by the, you know what I'm saying? You can in certain parts of the country, but things just out of whack right now. All right? So, and that's what I'm saying. And it's going to be hard for me to say, hey, those 6 drivers that's parked over there, all right? Can I have a talk with y'all? I know y'all are picking your rates. Do anybody in here know their numbers? What's the minimum you could take? Some can take $1.10 and still make money, you know. But if we explain the game and how it goes, the brokers are always going to win because they're the middleman. Middlemen always win. Always win. All right? I'm not complaining because I'm doing good in a bad rate. All right? And a lot of people are paranoid, all right? Because if you're on your own authority, all right, you get nervous. All right? And you don't want to make that move because, oh, that's just too much at this rate, blah, blah, blah. You get nervous. So be it. It's just like trucking. I mean, there's people that's leased on that want their authority. There's people that, you know, that's driving for a company that want their authority, but they don't want to make that extra jump. All right? That extra jump. And that could be a changing of your life. All right? It could be a changing, but I'd rather see guys leased on. Stay leased on. All right? Stay leased on. You know? Because with your authority, you may not see a whole lot of money. Not right now. But when things start to change, you're going to see some good money. And you're going to have that freedom to be able to do what you need to do with that money. You know, or have that freedom just to stay home because you made enough dough. that you need. You know, you can get greedy and stay out there 3-4 months. You know, that's up to you. But back to this issue with the brokers. Yeah, I think they're all loyal to each other. They got a better system than drivers do. If we can get a broker that says that they're for the driver, that would be a different move. If that, and speak about that my right load, I haven't heard nothing from them. You know, the way the guy sold it to me, it sound good. Sound like they was up and running and everything. I haven't heard nothing from them. You know, but that's what we need. We need somebody to come out where they contact all these shippers and say, hey, are you tired of the broker? All right. If you're tired of the broker, come on over here. We'll get you some carriers. Good quality carriers. You know, and you got to pay. But you're going to save money without the broker, without the headaches and all that other stuff. Because these drivers are hungry. And these drivers is talking about if they can drive for $3, all right, $3 and $4, they're going to be happy. And you could leave the guys out there picking off the dat boards and everything and getting them $1.12 and $1.14. We could leave them if somebody came out with something like that. Or just a broker that's for the driver. And the broker, you know, saying he works as one area and somebody else get the same thing, and then it starts catching on. You know, that would be an ideal thing to do. That would be nice. You know, I don't know. I can't see myself being a broker. Nah, I just want to do what I do. You know what I mean? But yeah, if drivers could come together, I think we could stop this little cheap thing that's going on. I think the loads are out there, the freight is there. We see a lot of freight, but we see low rates, and that shit it doesn't match to me, because when it was high, it was a lot of freights out there. And we've been low for damn near a year and probably 3 months. All right. You might see a spurt, like 1 week, where you might see just a little incline, and then it'll go back down, you know. It's just crazy. Who's controlling all this shit? You know what I'm saying? You know? But, and then you got the mega carriers that's contract, or the mega carriers that got these spots that's willing to pay good money. They taking it for cheap because they doing quantity. You know, and these drivers, young drivers, they get in them trucks, they sign up these companies, and they get in 22, 36 cents a mile. You know, and most of that freight is going with them. So once, you know, you see these companies going out of business, and you got some drivers just sitting around twiddling their hands. You know, most of them didn't even think about getting their own truck. They just go say, hey, we're in demand. We can go sign up with another company. You know, so be it. But, hey, that's another thing. What's putting these companies out of business? Bad money management, fraud, all type of shit. You know? But look, I figured I'd just run my mouth because I'm sitting here. Where am I? I'm sitting here in some crazy name in New York. Upstate has these not crazy names, they're Indian names, I believe. And Fredonia, something like that. Up here And I shut down. I did 150 miles today, and I'll do another 100. I got time to mess around. I don't deliver till Monday, and I'm gonna be right there in the goddamn bread basket. So if I'm in the bread basket, then I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna stack my loads for like three days. All right, as long as I'm bumping the dock, and if I'm making $750, $800 each load and staying right in the area, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I had a decent week. This week turned out to be some kind of week. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know how I'm doing it. It's just falling right there. It's just fall. I was just thinking that 2,500 was gonna be it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I dropped that Thursday, and now I gotta catch me a load for the weekend. Should I go back to Atlanta? No, cause ain't shit in Atlanta. All right, and you go down there, you got drivers just going back and forth to Florida. All right, they deadhead up out of there and come back up in Georgia, grab something, go back down to Florida. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But why would I go back down there? I need to, you need to. I need to. You need to bump a dock every day. My fault was I had too many gaps in my loads. I'll miss a day, and then I'll get a load. And I don't like to book out, but I need to be in the area where it's got lots of freight at a decent rate. You know what I'm saying? And I need to go from state to state, because I can't do that in-state shit unless that state is for that. But it is what it is. So that's the plan. You know, I get over in the bread basket, and do my thing. You know, let me light this cigar. Just in, right? I'm gonna show you something. You cats, the coronavirus. I don't know if you can see this bottle. This bottle's old because it's been, but I got a gallon of this. See this? Brags. All right. I keep this in the truck for a lot of reasons. All right. Now, this is good for virus in the stomach. All right. It's good for coughs. All right. It's good for the blood. All right. Old man told me, drink this. Drink a capful, spoonful every day. Even take one before you go to sleep. I use that on the regular. You see how empty that is. I've been sipping on that for like a month. And I got a gallon at the house of it, where when I get it back in, I fill that bottle back up and take it with me. I also got this right here. All right. This name right here I got out of a health store. And it's a mixture of the Brags. It's a mixture of turmeric and honey and lemon. All right. You kind of like can make it cold and drink it like a soda pop or something like that. Or, it's good for you. It's good for me. Try it out. A lot of people take Brags, right? Now, this is another thing. A lot of people take that Brags, right, and they clean themselves with it. It's a good cleaning tool. You wash your face, it gets rid of acne. I mean, an old man and an old lady told me about that. And I was like, she was like, yo, just take this every day for the rest of your life. Take it. You won't get colds. You won't get flus, temperatures, and all that other stuff. And, yo, keep that in your truck. I don't think the coronavirus can handle that right there. And if you do get it, drink some of that shit. You'll be up and running. Not too many people know about that, but I put it out there on the YouTube. Try it out. I use it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things with that stuff. Just look it up. Don't take my word for it. You know, I didn't take those guys, the older couple. I didn't take their word for it. I looked it up, and I see it's an old-fashioned home remedy that they've been using for years and years and years. That's been around for years and years, man. So that's what I do. Do not get sick, because when you're out here and you going to the truck stop, you get out. Some people got to punch in a code, so they punch it in with their finger. That's where you catch your germs. All right. You go inside, you touch the door. That's where you can catch the germs. You go inside, somebody could be in there coughing or whatever. It's in the air. It's floating around. I went into a place. I went into McDonald's, and I seen this oversized guy sitting there, and he was eating and shit, chewing and shit. And I looked at it, I said, that's a bad sight right there. That is not good. That's a guy that's getting bigger and bigger. He had to be well over 400 pounds. He was a truck driver. And as you know, as I was standing there and waiting for my order, I had got an order of I had got some fries and some chicken nuggets, and I was getting my drink. This motherfucker turns around and blows his fucking nose. I hurry up and grab my shit and got out of there. You know what I mean? That's just the nasty shit that goes on out there. You know what I'm saying? And let alone, if you go in there and you taking a shower, take you some Lysol. Lysol kills a lot of shit. You know, 99% of the shit gets killed with Lysol. You basically gotta spray that spot down and clean that spot before you even take a shower. On your slippers, the bottom of your slippers and shit like that, you stand on it, it's still floating around in the water that's wet in there. You know what I'm saying? So no telling how they cleaning those bathrooms. Are they just taking a hot hose and hosing the whole thing down, or what? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful out there. We are out there amongst a lot of different people. We come in contact with a lot of different people. People at the shippers and the gate guards and stuff like that. That's why I carry that shit. Because at the end of the day, I take me a good swig of that. Sometimes a shot glass. Take a good swig of that, shake it off, and I know I'm covered. I feel I'm covered, put it that way. Maybe not, but it's been doing me well. All right? It's been doing me well. Weight-wise and everything. When I go home, I'm always skinnier than, when I live. I sit home and I eat. I work out every now and then. I'm not a gym guy. I did buy a gym to go to Planet Fitness. I went one time since I've been out here. Had found a nice place. I parked. They didn't give a hoot about it, and I went inside, worked out, took a shower, came on out. I felt refreshed, worked out, went to sleep. You're right. But we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it out here because, well, I mean, what do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? I haven't did my first live. I can do live, but I was gonna do live with my broker buddy, so y'all can ask him questions or whatever, and see if he's gonna answer them, or not, or whatever. Y'all can answer him. That's one of my first lives that I want to do, but I'll continue to do videos because lives, you turn and now you do shout outs to everybody on the channel because everybody, it sounds good when somebody, your YouTuber, do a shout out. It sounds good when they mention your name, so it makes you feel good. All right, I'm recognized. You know what I mean? And yeah, I appreciate everybody that tunes in when I make a video. You know, and y'all gotta understand, I don't have a whole lot of action-packed shit that's going on out here. I'm just telling you my journey. And if my journey so-called have some kind of action pack, then I'll speak about it or I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everybody else then covered trucking. All right, they didn't cover the stuff about trucking, how to hook up your trailer and stuff like that. I'm not gonna make videos like that. I'm just doing my journey, all right? And you can look from day one and look from now. It's a 5-year period. And am I moving forward? Yes, I am moving forward. Big things I hope it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Big things gonna happen in June. Big things gonna happen for the big face. Big things. I'm hoping. Can we hope or we just make it happen? Where I come from, we make it happen. So I'm making it happen. And this cigar, it must be a bad cigar. It keeps going out. But maybe I'm talking. Supposed to kick back and relax and enjoy your cigar. Ain't that right, James? But yeah, that's all I could say. You know, that's all I could say probably today. I'm here chilling. I'm kind of parked, kind of awkward. I'm waiting for some of these people to go home when it gets late. It's still early, 7:50. Still early. There's no food spots in this area. That's the messed up part about it. So, you know, I can go in Walmart and doctor up some shit. But I don't know. I'm not hungry. I go that Bragg's vinegar. I take that, and usually I can go as long as I got some water. I can go a day, maybe 2 days without eating. All right. You might say that's not good, but I've been doing that for years. All right, for years. And while I'm out here in the trenches, out here trucking, I'm in the trenches. I just don't eat everything. I never did in my life. I just don't eat everything. I eat certain type of stuff, and I don't eat from a whole lot of places. You know, if I'm at a Walmart, I go in there and cook my own, get my own stuff to cook if I want something hot. But sometimes I go up in a McDonald's or I go to a Burger King or whatever, but I don't do it like consistently, like at the end of the day, let me go in the Burger King every day or every other day. Because, you know, if you go into McDonald's or Burger King, you're going to walk out of it, you hungry. You're going to walk out of there with like a $13, $14, $15 meal. Maybe some of y'all walk out at $20-something. That shit adds up at the end of the week. All right? And you ain't got to eat every day. But some people say, I got to eat every day. I got to eat. My daughter, she got to eat. All right? And I said, well, you got to be like that, you're going to blow up. Keep being like that. You need to either burn it off or whatever. You're young now, and you know, you're young, you're going to burn it already, but when you start slowing up, metabolism starts slowing up, hey, you're going to start gaining weight. So, yeah. I figure I'd just make this video. Just things that was on my mind. I talked to Jim and I talked to Charles. We chopped it up a little about it, you know, and between the sicknesses out here and what the issues with the brokers out here, you know, we got to figure out a system. And I could look at a driver when I go on the shipper, and I could tell that he don't have a clue of what the hell is going on. You know, I kind of could tell. You know, and you know, you're gonna see the company drivers come in. They don't care. They just driving the truck, right? They just driving the truck. Which, you know, hey, that's okay. Whatever fits you is fits you. You know, but you know, just to talk about these rates that's going on and how they doing it, these brokers is just riding with these cheap carriers that's taking it. I don't think any load should be under $2. Any load. I think it should be a minimum of $500 on a load. You need a load pull, $500. I don't care how far it gotta go. $500. Because to turn that key and take the time and come out and bring your trailer, your truck, and everything, sit at a dock, your time and everything, should be $500. But it's not like that. I see $160 on Convoy, $260. Who's pulling these loads? You know what I'm saying? And they deliver the next day. Who's doing it? You know? Is it the day truck guys with a 53 doing it? A paid off day truck can probably do something like that, but wow. You know what I mean? I figure everybody's in this game to make the most money that they can make. Not just pull shit that, you know, just trying to just pull it because it's got $100, $200 on it, you know. Come on. Get it together. Even those short loads that say, oh, we're paying $6. You know, $6, that's a good rate. And it's light. I don't care if the fucking load is light. I don't care if it's light. It still doesn't substitute, all right, me and my truck and my trailer, my maintenance, my bills that come in, all right. I am doing a job out here, all right. I'm doing a job out here to make money for my business, all right. So whether your load is light or heavy, maybe you should be like C.H. Robinson and just carry heavy. All right? But other than that, all right, I don't care if it's light or heavy. I still got to do the same job. And it's not like I'm putting that load on my back and I ain't struggling. All right? The truck do all of that. All right? But you got to pay me. You got to pay me. And this is what I want. Plain and simple. You got to talk to them brokers. And they're not going to listen. Their favorite line, like I said, is that's all I got in it. You know, hey, is that all you got in it? Then you probably need to find you another carrier. You know, because I got my set limit where I need what I need to feed my family, to run my business. All right, and that's how you got to be. Try it. That's what I'm saying. Just try it. I mean, you're going to strike out 3-4 times or whatever, but do something that another driver won't do. And that's what I do. I'm up here. It snows 1 minute and the sun comes out. All right. It gets down to 25 degrees. And then the next day it's 45 degrees. I'm in an area that no trucker want to really be. Well, there's a few, the ones that do, you know, do what other truckers don't do. So that's how you're going to get the good rates. Because if you go down south, right, everybody's down there running their truck and they running in that good weather. You know what I'm saying? They running in that good weather and they just swear out that they going to get good rates and everything. And meanwhile, they pulling that freight down there for $1.60, $1.50, $1.40. $1.70 going down to Florida and coming out deadheading. How long can you do that? Some with the equipment paid for, they could do that. Hey, I really haven't put the science down on how this money is made out here. But I know the rate and everything and how I gotta run my numbers. But the science to this whole thing, you could run all over the planet Earth. All right, and you can somehow make $6,000, $7,000, $6,000 a week, but your expenses is going to be high. All right. Unless your truck is running off of fucking water or air. All right. Then, hey, more power to you, electric or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nah. And if you need that kind of money every week, then that's what you're going to have to do. All right. You open up a wide range, truck breakdown, accidents, and all that other stuff going on when you do shit like that. Because you can't go a whole full month making that kind of money without something happening to slow you down. It's just the way things are out here in trucking. It's just like that. You're not going to be able to make all that money. And if it is somebody out there that's doing like that, hey, let me know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? You see some of these truck drivers, they're having breakdowns and stuff like that because they're running their truck red. They're running their truck red. Some of them got lemons. All right? Hey, you got to play the game. You can't be greedy out here, but you got to make it right. You got to have no room for no errors. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what's right. And what's right is just behave. Get what you need to feed your family and put money away. And that's it. You know what I mean? But look, I know this video is 36 minutes. I figured I'll just sit here and chop it up with y'all at the end of my day. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I gotta drive another 100 miles, 130 miles, something like that. Either get to the receiver and shut down, or either go to a place that's close by, enjoy my Sunday and everything, and go to sleep, and then take the load in 8 o'clock, I guess, 8 o'clock or something like that. Take it in and move on. But I got plenty of time to study the load board tomorrow, all the load boards, and I'm trying not to leave a good area. And if I get over in the breadbasket and it's working for me, I'm gonna stay right there. Because once you go across Pennsylvania, now you just gonna have to bite the bullet and take something cheap to come back over into the breadbasket. So, I'm just gonna stay right there and try to run around. And my whole thing is try to make at least $800 a day running around in that area. If I can get 1,000, that's fine. I'm that much ahead. See a $600 load to take me to get $1,000 load. I'm that much ahead. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot you gotta worry about. But see, I'm gonna run my little, I call it the 7. All right, I run up to New York, and then I run across to the breadbasket. And when I go back home, I run back over to New York from the breadbasket, then I go down. Number 7, baby. Big Face Trucker coming at you, but I got to go right now because I got to hunker down and, get relaxed and stuff like that. Hey, I got boxes of this. Got boxes of these. The shipper put too much on. I got boxes of these. Take back to the house. Good for the vegetarian. I don't know if you can add hot water to them and make like a noodle soup, or put some chicken broth in it and make some. You probably could use that whole packet because it's sealed. Pour some hot water in there, or get some hot broth and put in there, and boom, you got you some chicken noodle soup going on. That's that mentality of it being in the trenches, but you don't have to do it like that. But look, I gotta go. I figure I make this video, and I hope everybody's safe out there. Hats off to the lady truckers out there. and y'all getting it in. I know y'all getting it in. Y'all traveling out here just like these men doing it. And hats off to you. I like to see the grind and all that. You know, I see lady truckers, some of the lady truckers out here, they going through it. You can see it in their face or whatever. You know, there's some, you know, try to upkeep their self, and there's some that just lets it go. You know, it is what it is. They got a mission. You know, they got a mission. They're trying to head and try to do something else with the money that they making out here. I would like to see more lady owner operators out here doing it, but I see these lady truckers that's, you know, they most of the ones I see is driving for these companies like USA and stuff like that, Warner and stuff like that. But I like to see more lady owner operators with their own authority. I do talk to a few. One of the few is Queen, Marqueen. She's doing very well. Last time I talked to her, she's doing very well. She's on my Facebook page, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Big Face Trucker on Facebook. You can go over there and join. It's not a whole lot of things going on over there. I don't really tune into that, but there's other people on there doing their thing. You could check it out. It's nothing too big or whatever. But I started that group when I first started doing trucking. When I went out to Maverick and started doing flatbed, that's when I started it. And I was telling all the drivers at Maverick, yeah, Big Face Trucker group, go ahead and join. They wouldn't join. And that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But then the guys that I went to CDL school with, that's when I started it, Big Face Truckers group. Some joined, and then people just start going in different directions. Some of them, most of them, it's probably not driving, you know. Some talking about, oh, they got trucks and this and that, but, you know, I don't see no trucks. You know, they ain't talking the same lingo that I'm talking. You know what I mean? So I already know. You ain't got a front, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real with yourself. All right? And everything will be all right. You'll live a real life. So, yeah, that's what's up. Big Face Trucker on it, like a little thing saying, hey, you know, let's try and start saying no to this cheap shit. You know, let's start, you know what I'm saying? All these guys out here, you know, making YouTube, you know, I see them, you know, they saying, hey, you know, hey, we got to stop doing this. Some of these YouTube channels, they got 30 subscribers. You figure half of them are drivers, or they could be all drivers. You know what I'm saying? And 30,000, and you got another person that got 30,000. That's 60,000. You know, we could probably make some kind of mark just on YouTube fans of YouTubers that say, hey, you know what? Let's start saying no. Let's see how it works out. You know what I'm saying? Find that time where you can just be like, all right, I don't need a whole lot of money, or you know, I'm just gonna try to say no. Everything is paid up at the crib and everything, so, you know, I could try to say no all week. You know, just know that you can get more on these loads, society. You can. So it is what it is. But look, Big Face Trucker signing off. 44 minutes of your time. I appreciate that. And you know what it is. Speak from the heart, right with the left. Y'all hold it down. Peace.